Greetings, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we continue our journey through the 2018 Zenith catalog with one of the most elemental and charismatic new models for 2018. This is the Zenith Defy Classic, a versatile 41mm in titanium. It's a watch that features all of the elements of the Zenith manufacturer in a style that could be your dress watch, it could be your sports watch, equally appropriate in the boardroom or on the boardwalk. Let me give you a sense of its size. Now, my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference, and you know it well by this point. The watch is nicely constrained, 41mm in diameter, but the lug-to-lug measurement is nicely confined to 45mm, so this watch can be worn on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters in circumference. It's slim too. The timepiece, only 10.9mm thick, also has a sloped and stepped case flank, so this watch is good to go with dress sleeves. No matter how tight, your shirt will clear this case. The watch is feather light thanks to the titanium and fitted with a robust hybrid strap. The strap itself, tapered to match the lines of the case, is composed of high-grade, large rectangular scale alligator leather in roughly a cobalt blue with a monotone stitch, and it's inlaid inside natural vulcanized rubber. It's comfortable, and the combination of materials ensures long-wearing durability. The clasp is a smart unit, and I say it's smart because first we have twin trigger release. No friction fit, no clamshell here, Zenith not taking the cheap way out. And internally, the clasp is both artfully executed as it's a fully satin finished and skeletonized chassis with the Zenith guiding star, and as you can see, it uses a minderless system, so you tuck all excess strap length underneath the body of the clasp. When properly sized, you can see how this works. The strap itself features no minder loops and no excess length flapping in the breeze, so it's a very clean and seamless aesthetic once you've sized the watch down to your wrist. And of course, the clasp itself composed of titanium to match the case, both satin and polished externally, nicely executed with the Zenith signature star. The case is simple but strong, a combination of hard masculine creases with soft sinuous curves. It's also a combination of several different layers, case band, case bevel, and bezel, as well as high polish and satin finish, illustrating the finishing virtuosity of the manufacturer. It's not just an engineering house, Zenith does art, and that theme continues on the dial. This is perhaps the most classically inspired of the Defy Classics. The dial is solid with a rich and lustrous sunburst metallic finish in radial grain that explodes from the cannon pinion at center. The dial also has superb depth. In addition to its luster, color, and dynamism in the light, you can see the light playing across the dial. There is a metallic and dished chaptering outboard featuring fractions of a second for precise reading of the time, but also handsome diamond polished and outward cantilevered fully luminescent hour indices that match the high polish of the hands at center. The cantilever is exquisite, and as you can see, it adds a sensational third dimension to the dial. The aperture at 3 o'clock is handsomely balanced by the index at 9, and there is a stepped faceted form to that date window, so it slopes down gracefully from the dial plane to the high contrast black on white date disc. Counterweighted Lancet-style seconds hand with the Zenith star and skeleton form. Two features worth shouting out: the stop seconds function of the Zenith Elite Caliber 670, as well as the bidirectional quickset. Many watches feature, I do my best to show this, but many watches feature a quickset date. Very few watches feature a quickset date that can be set in either direction, forward or backwards, simply making it easier to correct the date should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month. The timepiece, fully loomed on the dial side, but also stellar, literally and figuratively, on the case back. You can see the Zenith star logo blazoned on the skeletonized winding mass with its tungsten winding weight, and then you can see that the bridges of the winding system as well as the barrel bridge have been entirely evacuated to reveal the works. This is a manufacturer movement automatic winding with a 50-hour power reserve, 27 joules, the bidirectional quickset, the hacking or stop seconds, and you can see the balance beating away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. The ultra-thin profile of this manufacturer movement is what allows this watch to come in 100 meters water-resistant automatic winding with a 50-hour power reserve with a fully loomed three-dimensional dial and still stay underneath 11mm millimeters thick. It's an easy watch to wear on any wrist with a versatile style welcome in any company, with a time-tested case form that draws on the best of Zenith's late 60s and 1970s heritage. This is a watch that in many respects is already a time-tested classic. You can see the Zenith Defy Classic and learn more on our website, govbergwatches.com. Zenith Defy Classic, solid blue dial by day, solid green lume by night.